Hi, mechanical engineering friends. It's that time, fall registration. Let's talk about what we should be registering for. So the first thing is I wanted to bring to your attention a couple of USD updates. There's been a change in the language course transfer policy. Basically, it means that if you want to take a language course at another institution and transfer it to USD, you no longer have to take the language placement exam at USD first. As long as you can place into the course at that institution, we will accept it. That is, if you have done a transfer articulation request, that's still required. On that note, the last time to take online classes will be this summer. So if you want to take an online course at another institution and transfer it to USD, that is still allowed this summer. I encourage it. So if you have dreamt to take statics at the community college in Bakersfield, you can do it. But again, you must submit a transfer articulation request. Just a couple reminders that writing and public speaking are prerequisites for senior design. So make sure that in your plan somewhere before you get to the first semester of your senior year that you've completed English 304 and COM 203. Also, when we talk about the math, science, and elective, you get to choose between Math 311, Physics 272, Chem 152, or Bio 240. You can double count these courses for a minor. So please, if you're thinking about getting a math minor, you can use the 311 in this section for your minor as well. Again, math minor, the math minor unit count has increased for the last two catalogs. So if you are before the last two catalogs, your unit count is less, but now it's going to require you one more class. So for many people, it used to be very easy to add the minor. Now it might not be the same. So please check your degree works, see if that's an issue for you. As far as when you can register, registration begins on April 7th. It goes through April 29th. It says September 13th down there. That's the last day it had dropped in the fall semester. If you are wondering what senior priority registration means, what is priority? Priority registrations are people who are in the honors program, veterans, and athletes. So again, your registration time is based on your earned hours. So it is not based, it doesn't count into the hours that you are currently taking. So when you look at that table that I just showed you, it's based on earned hours. Remember, upper division courses, you can only take those if you've completed 45 units. In school business, that's 60. So if you're trying to register for a course that's a 300 or 400 and you are not in that situation, courses like, I believe, ISYU 330 and Math 310 usually already have an override built into the system, but if you're having problems, that could be the reason you might have to get special permission. Also, just remember that for diversity, you can't take level 2 until you've completed level 1. And same thing with religious studies. You cannot take an upper division religious studies until you've taken the lower division. So just a reminder that in the professional practice section of your degree works, you're going to see things like econ, public speaking, ethics, and writing. And then in the prep for the major, you've got that additional elective. Again, I don't know if I need to remind you again, but make sure advanced writing is part of your plan. So these are for entering seniors. The courses in bold are only offered in the fall. I'm not going to read through this because you can stop the video and look at them. But just keep that in mind that if you miss heat transfer next fall, you're going to have to wait to the following fall to take it. Also, if you're a senior, if you've completed 90 units, you've likely already heard from the registrar's office. They would like you to submit a petition to graduate. And you'll find it through the Office of Graduate Records on the USD website. Once you've submitted, it goes through the registrar. If you see a date after your graduation date on DegreeWorks, that means it's been approved. Entering juniors, if you haven't declared yet, now is the time. So if you're a sophomore, please go to the My Academics page and declare your major so that we can count you and we know who's coming. If you're an entering sophomore, that means you're a first-year student this year. We really want you to be completing your physics sequence, also getting started on the main mechanical engineering prerequisites, including statics and thermo. Also, make sure that your chemistry is completed chemistry, is a prereq for a fall junior year class. So sometime in this year, if you haven't already, complete chemistry. Again, if you haven't declared, please do. We get you in our system. We get to count and make sure that we have enough class space for the next year, because in the past that has been a problem. So please do it. If you don't know what minor you want yet, if you're unsure of your major, declare anyway, because we can change it at any time. You can change it right up to graduation. I don't know if you want to do that though. Again, it's under the My Academics page on the Academic Forms tab. You can, if you need to add a or remove a minor, that's a good place to do it, or even change your catalog year, and that's automatic. It doesn't have to be approved by anyone. So for ME electives this year, you do need, remember that you need one simulation elective. That counts towards your 5 total electives. So the things that are in green here are simulation electives. So we're offering computational fluid dynamics and finite element analysis next semester. We're not offering 420, which is a simulation elective. Everything crossed out, we're not offering, but we may offer in the future. You'll see that we've got several 494 classes. I will warn you that if you've already taken a 494 or you want to register for more than one, you will probably get an error on registration. Please just send me an email and tell me what's up, and I can override and get you into the courses. So again, these are the courses that we're offering under 494, some really interesting stuff, including Dr. Codd's very famous solar energy storage and conversion class will be offered again. We've got 2 1-unit classes, including controls and designing your life. And we're rerunning the modern materials and 3D printing courses, very popular. Also, courses with any course within the School of Engineering will be considered as an elective, so that does not need to be pre-approved. Management 304. What does need to be pre-approved, if you want to take a business course or any 300 or 400 level course that is not in the School of Engineering, that must be approved by Dr. Jacobitz. So please send him an email describing the course and why you want to take it. Why does it benefit your future? Here's a little description of modern materials and 3D printing, which you can stop the video and read if you want. If you're thinking about taking summer classes at USD, we're offering quite a few, including some of the major prereqs for the junior year level courses. We're also offering 370. Now, for mechanical engineering, 370 requires a lab. If you take the course this semester, you could take the lab you would take the lab next spring. So these are also, we're offering a number of the core science courses and circuits and regular core classes at USD. So I encourage you to look at those if it's part of your financial plan to take a summer course. Also be aware of the cost before you sign up. If you're going to take a course at another institution, at a community college, at San Diego State, at that college in Bakersfield I talked about, then please be sure to submit a request for transfer articulation to have the course pre-approved before you take it. If you're wondering where you can find that very famous flow chart that I've talked about before, and I'll show you a copy in the next slide, it's on the San Diego website for engineering undergraduate mechanical engineering programs curriculum. This is the flow chart of which I speak. So this is the flow chart. There's one for every catalog year. So the things change. We make different requirements for each catalog year. So make sure you've got the correct catalog year. And so what we'd like you, this is the 1920s. What we'd like you to do is go ahead and cross off every course that you have taken and go ahead and circle every course that you plan to take. And when I say taken, also in progress and you're planning on passing. Take a screenshot of this, and now we're going to upload it to our Google form. So you've received this in the same email that you received the link to this video. I've given you a link to a Google form. Complete the Google form, upload this document, and your advisor may even release your hold without meeting with you. And if you want to meet with your advisor, you definitely get that option. So please complete that step. Something we're trying this year to make things faster on both sides. Great to see everyone. Happy end of semester.